Hey there, good evening, all you lovely people, wherever you might be. This right here, y'all, Tuesday night, 7:07 p.m. This right here, you know what this is, you know what this means. It's time for Sports Riot Live on Twitch, man. Thanks for being here, guys and gals. Choconopolis right here, this cat right here, Barry, Laminac,
dude,
on deck, on sports.
Loving the hat, Shock. Let's not bury the lead here. The hat is amazing. Oh my God. We got to know where, how, why, what, who do I got to blow to get one of these?
I'll tell you, man, they started bringing back this script that's on these hats. They in the 80s, man. You remember when people had the starter Hornets jacket?
Yes.
Those were in vogue, and there was these caps, and you can get corduroy ones now. I think I don't think it's Fanatics that does it, but there's a certain place where you can still get. It's the most basic hat of all time. It had your city and the mascot.
Yeah.
Houston Rockets, Los Angeles Lakers, and I keep seeing these videos on Instagram for this company called Hood, Hood. I don't know what their social media is on Twitter, but I'll send you. I'll tweet out a link later. But I'm like, you know what? Let me see what this looks like.
I love it.
And so I did. And I'm like, I'm going to get one for Barry and for John. But first, I want to see what it really looks like. Like, you can play around with the generator and simulator and customize to your heart's content. If you want to make a Barry on deck, you can do it. There's all kinds of different stuff. And then they have this video about how they create them by hand and the packaging and all this. I'm like, okay, this is bullshit. I just opened the box and an unboxing. I should have done a YouTube video.
Yes.
And it is exactly as they say it is, and it's wrapped and sealed, and so much love put into it. Again, I'm like, are they going to let me put unfuckables on it? And they did, except for the asterisk. I'm like, well, which letter do I take out? Do I make the S a dollar sign? Would that make it too stupid?
Thank you for the 200
you know what? So, and literally, I'm sitting down finishing show prep, and the dog starts barking, and UPS just dropped this off 3-4 minutes before.
No shit!
Like,
oh, dude!
Shit. So
I'm
gonna get with them. I'm gonna get with them peoples, and see if you know if I come up with enough people that yeah, you like that?
Kyle King said you look like you're in the group Caucasians with attitude.
You like that, Kyle?
CWA.
Yeah.
That's outstanding, dude. I'm in.
I like it.
Where do I send my money? I'm totally. By the way, Kyle King, thank you for hosting the show, buddy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hosting on his channel.
He's hosting
Appreciate that. Kyle is.
Yeah, he's hosting us too, and roasting us. Apparently, hosting and roasting on a Tuesday night. So I'm going to try another one in yellow with black and white and see how that looks. And we'll go from there. But yeah, if you cats are interested, and you can do it for your bowling team, your kids, little league, whatever. It took about 3 weeks to get here because they hand stitch everything. So we'll give it a shot.
I dig it.
We'll see what
happens. I'm gonna need to get one. Yeah, we got to get Kyle one for sure.
Yeah. So we tweeted this out when we tweeted the show after not much consternation, after not a ton of discussion.
Didn't take a lot.
We just decided we were tired. So tonight is going to be it for 2021. We're both going into the basement clones, and we're going to take some time off and enjoy the holidays, get away from everything other than the stuff we absolutely have to do, Barry, for come back to the new year fresh as a daisy.
This is a labor of love, as Sports Riot is, and it's definitely warranted. We started this in what, April?
We started talking about it in March. We did the first show was opening day, the first on our own channel. We were on Barry on Deck for 2 or 3 shows.
A few times.
We kicked this off opening night for the Astros at Thursday or Friday night, and it's I've got work. John's got stuff. He's on a boat. Damn right, he's on a boat. And Barry is he's the hardest working man in Houston.
I don't know about that, but trying to take over the media world.
And you've been at it. Yeah, and you've been at it for a year and a half. So
no, this is going to be good, but I'll probably end up spending most of the time, if we're being honest, just planning for 2022. I've got to wrap up the streamathon take all the stuff that was purchased and won and get that to everybody. And, you know, some of it's shipping, some of it's dropping it off. So, yeah, there's still tons to do, but I tell you what, there are some night, and Kyle knows this. Kyle's in the chat. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna get a sports riot hat, some Barry custom whiskey. This show's gonna make me broke with all the cool shit y'all are putting out." I love it. But Kyle knows this. Anybody that
throw in a signed Jessica Simpson glossy. We'll throw in there.
We've got I'll
98 degrees.
We got a koozie we'll put in there. Like we'll each teabag it. We'll dip our balls in your koozie.
I'll send over Rahil's MVP trophy. From
oh yeah, 100%.
It's time I passed it on.
It is time.
To hand it off to someone.
It is time. Yeah, you know, it's there's still a lot to do. It's one of those things where, you know, I don't think a lot of times you realize it, but we're small business owners. That's what this is. It's
yeah.
In fact, Kobos, our boy Raul Jacobo, tweeted out something today where he was talking about the fact that, you know, what is a small business owner? What is it? And I was like, dude, that's exactly what this is. This is a small business. So we got to run it like that. So yeah, it's gonna, what are you laughing at?
I can't wait for my signed O-Town poster to get here. I was hoping for Joe to see, but you can't have everything.
Yeah. I mean, well, listen. Yeah, it's you take O-Town and you'll like it. Was O-Town Orlando or Oakland?
I think it was Oakland.
I don't think it was Orlando because that's where all the boy bands are from, or Florida. Come on,
Nick Lachey's from Cincinnati. I thought those cats were like Tennessee.
Yeah, but wasn't that weird pervert, that big fat white guy that makes boy bands? Wasn't he like born in, or he lives in Orlando or something like that? Oh,
yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Town. Let's see. I'm googling O-Town.
True.
O-Town, also known as OTWN or OTOWN or O.
Terrence says Oakland. It was Oakland because of 357.
No, that's Oaktown 357.
Oh, different than O-Town. What about the OJs?
Orlando, Florida. Come on,
it's guys. A love train.
Don't you dare question. Don't you dare question my boy band knowledge. Fun fact.
All right, so Total Dow says O-Town in Oakland in rap and Orlando in pop with a J.
There was no.
The NSYNC manager, Abominable. Yes, that's what we're talking about. The guy who groomed young men to be in popular boy bands, amongst other things.
The Abominable Snowfan said, "Are we talking NSYNC manager?" Yep, that's the one. Yeah. Yep, that is the.
Yeah, we are. We are.
So. How do I know all this boy band knowledge? It's because, not that I wanted to be in a boy band. I happened to. Did you ever watch? What was the show with Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson in it? What was it called?
I don't know. I do remember them as a couple. That was it.
Yeah, so the next person to drop 10 subs tonight gets a Howie Day autographed poster.
Shelby.
I'm going to get you a sack of toenail chips from Nick Lachey, his toenail clippings. What is this? From New York, died 5 years ago. Who, that white guy? This NSYNC manager? Yeah, he was like a weird pervert guy. If he was still around, he would be caught up in the Epstein drama. I really feel like that. Lou Pearlman was his name, right?
There you go.
Lou Pearlman. What's that?
B2K. What is the name of the Korean band that's the boy band that's kind of taken over the world? I keep calling them BTK. And apparently that's a serial killer.
Yeah, the BTK.
Yeah, and I don't know who they are. But what's the kill? What's the boy band called? It's 3 letters. It's the Korean boy band that's taken over the world. There's like 17
K-pop?
guys in it.
I don't know.
But I keep calling them BTK.
I'm going to say something racist, so I'm going to stay out of it.
Go for it. Go for it.
I'm not. You're not putting that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I don't think so.
170,000 people watching tonight.
I'm trying to get a picture of Lou Pearlman for you so you can see the glory that is Lou Pearlman. Let's see here. New folder, 12, 21, 21. This guy looks like he probably
BTS.
was.
There you go, Kyle. Because Kyle would know.
Of course, Kyle would know. He probably has a BTS poster on his wall right now.
Only off by 1 letter.
That letter was kind of important considering it means bind, torture, and kill, or behind the scenes.
Bind, torture, sing.
Yeah. So this was the dude right here. This was hold on. Graphics. Let me get Lou over here. Bam! That was the man right there.
Oh, he looks nothing like a potential child molester.
Not at all, right? Not even a little bit. I don't understand why you would say that. I don't understand how you would think that guy looks like he would.
He looks like he had a chair with a nameplate on the back of it at his local Golden Corral. Like he had his own chair and table.
The Lou Pearlman chocolate fountain at Golden Corral.
The chocolate wonderfall. The Louis J. Pearlman chocolate wonderfall. The first time I saw that.
Would you guys like a bowl so you could go partake of the Louis J. Pearlman chocolate fountain sponsored by Golden Corral and NSYNC? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, that was Mr. Sandman. Whatever.
We do it all for love. We do it all.
That was Color Me Bad.
I was a Color Me Bad guy.
I
also thought they were
back in the day. I did.
I also thought they were the most preposterous. I mean, those you looked at all of them. They were
Color
so
Me Bad. You thought? Wait, hold
together.
on. You thought Color Me Bad was the most preposterous?
They had probably my
all the
three
boy
favorite songs
bands?
out of that. Yeah, I thought they were just too perfect, and they were like a Benetton commercial. That's what those cats were. They got like 4. It was like the Star Trek of boy bands. They managed to put people together 4 different nationalities and make them look like they're
sing
all
falsetto because that gets the hose, man. You sing falsetto,
so
panties start dropping.
Dream
you can
on.
sing can you dream?
On, we are talking about Color Me Bad.
Dream away.
Yeah, I'm not bad mouthing them.
Oh, Stacy's getting mad. Are you talking shit about Color Me Bad?
Are you talking shit about Color Me Bad? Sydney, you don't know anything about them. We'll play them after the show tonight. You can hear them.
Oh, man.
Because they're all like 50 and fat now like us.
Dream on, dream away.
Do they go through life with eyebrow game that fine? Or is there some point that...
I got to get a picture of Color Me Bad on the screen.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nick Lauer, you've been replaced.
They were like the first
it's
white
2Ds,
dudes.
Right? 2Ds?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can't spell Color Me Bad with just
well,
one
it was
D.
4Ds, really. I mean, if you think about it. They were like the first... They were like
4Ds.
the first white dudes who didn't have like fades but had edge ups at the same time. Like they had long hair, but they had edge ups. They were the first ones I remember having that.
Well, I'm trying to find some of the original.
Well, it was my I Adore Me and More was the first one. All for Love, and there was another one.
Oh man, it was I Want to Sex You Up. It was
Boom. That was the first one from New Jack City.
Yeah, I Want to Sex You Up. I Adore Me and More. Daydream, right, or Dream On.
Yeah, they had a black guy, Terrence. Of course they did.
They did. Yeah, of
That's
course.
why they were legit.
That's how they got their street cred. Yeah, you're not rolling in with 4 white dudes in the 80s. Early, trust me. I was a pariah trying to rap as a white guy in high school. 10 years later, all of a sudden it's cool when Eminem does it.
We might get a copyright strike. You might want to turn that down a little bit.
There they go. What?
Oh yeah, look at them.
Oh,
Mi amor.
That's pretty sexy right there. That's pretty sexy, right?
Except for I think Kenny G there in the middle was probably the one who was least, or he looked like Bobby Z from the Revolution. He looked like Prince's keyboard guy.
Let's be honest. If you had to name what this looked like, the guy on the right, that looks like George Michael. Then it's Kenny G. Then it's Terrence Trent D'Arby. Yeah, well, yeah.
It's Trent D'Arby.
So it was George Michael, Kenny G, Terrence Trent D'Arby, and Rico Suave. That's all Color Me Bad was. It was just knockoffs of other singers. They're the fucking Dollar General of boy bands. They're the Dr. Thunder of fucking boy bands. So great. Are you gonna?
I have to put Terrence Trent D'Arby up on the.
Let's go. Look, see, nailed
display,
it. I nailed it
on display. Oh yeah, it was one of the best records of the '80s. Are you kidding me?
Wishing Well.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait. We're gonna say the whole thing was the best record, or just the best song?
I thought that whole album, introducing the Hardline, was one of the best albums of the '80s. Period.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm impressed. You have a Terrence Trent D'Arby album in your collection.
That's an original, bruh. I bought that like I was junior in high school when I bought that.
I bought that in '88.
Yeah, that's the thing.
How about that with my Coca-Cola points? I got that and a beach towel.
Right. And Camel.
And Marlboro points. I got that in a fucking igloo.
Who was it? Shelby says, "R.I.P." Three of those hairlines for sure.
Oh,
three of them are bald.
Are they?
I'm guessing. I mean, just look
for sure. Which
Bobby
one?
Z.
Probably not the black guy. He probably took the best care of his hair and scalp. I'm gonna guess.
Very good hairline.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it was the three non. Are they white guys? I don't think they're all white guys.
Hispanic George Michael.
Yes.
The Jewish dentist in the middle.
No, Hispanic George Michael. No Soul Kenny G. There's the No Soul Kenny G because he's ginger. He has no soul. Not that he doesn't have soul. Like, hey, hip cat. He just has no soul because he's a ginger. It's Terrence Trent D'Arby. And then Rico Suave, which was Gerardo, right?
See.
Okay, yeah, Gerardo. By the way, Walt agrees with you 100%.
It was
that was a badass album.
Wishing well. If you let me stay, I think Father's Words. I think, and the cover of Who's Loving You Now, the old Jackson 5 track, was badass. I don't like covers, but that's a great cover.
Terrence said he looks like Milli Vanilli. He looks more like Villi Manilli. A little bit.
Milli Vanilli's cousin,
right?
Yeah. I wonder if those
Milli
four could go.
Vanilla.
Like, I wonder if there's like some kind of tour of, and it probably is like Jodeci and Drew Hill and Color Me Bad and Atlantic Star. Like they get those guys together and send them out, and Atlantic Star's got to close, right? They got to do Always to close the whole tour, but that would be a one-day festival I'd go to.
Would you?
Late 80s, early 90s, fake R&B. Yeah.
Shelby Sack spot a receding hairline a mile away. Well, I mean, listen.
And a toupee.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think those braids are real. I don't think those bangs are real. I don't think that fade is real.
Too much
Menudo. Keith said it looks like Menudo. Keith's like, when did Menudo get a black guy and a white guy?
Yeah, they were all from Puerto Rico, I think, and they rotated those guys. And like once they reached a certain age,
Ricky Martin was in Menudo, right? Is he the most famous Menudian?
Can you think of another one?
Let's see. It was what else is in Menudo? It was Ricky Martin, tomato,
stomach
basil,
lining.
onion,
a lot of cilantro,
some
diced onion.
What else is in Menudo?
Good broth. You ever had it?
That sounds like the songs on there. That sounds like you just named all the songs. The Good Broth was their first hit. You Ever Had It was their second hit.
Ooh, I'm writing that down. A song called Good Broth.
Good Broth by Menudo. Oh my God.
Pico de Gallo.
Open up for him as Chili con Carne.
Another one is May I Have More Bread, Please?
They have one song called Raise the Flag. It's a Ponchos ode to a Ponchos. Did you ever get to eat a Ponchos, Sean? You got down here late. Ponchos was out of vogue by the time you got down here, was it?
I hadn't. It was already gone. The first time I had Menudo was in this place in San Antonio in the market down by the Riverwalk, and it wasn't bad. And I'm like, is this a sponge? No, it's food. Believe it or not. And TD says Poncho sucked. Rico Suave was not part of Menudo.
No, Gerardo was not.
Rico Suave.
Yeah, hold on. Wasn't Uncle Rico part of Menudo? No, that was Napoleon Dynamite. Gerardo. They list him as a rapper. I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Was Snow a rapper? Was Snow a rapper?
No. Snow was no. Like, that's like saying Blondie was a rapper. No, it doesn't count.
No.
Yeah. It's not. Is Snow a rapper?
No.
Damn it. It says Gerardo Mejia. Mejia?
Mejia.
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 Gerardo
See.
Mejia. Gerardo Mejia? Mejia. I'm going to go straight white boy. I'm going to go. Gerardo Mejia was better known by his mononym Gerardo. Is an Ecuadorian-American rapper, singer, and actor.
Ecuador.
Who later became a recording industry executive and more recently, a pastor.
Nice.
Gerardo's a pastor now. Are we sure that's not Pastor? Because he was in Menudo. So woo! What? Come on! Where you getting the Pastor joke out of it? Come on, chat.
You're not.
The show
You're
is
just
on fire.
You're not getting that anywhere else, people. And the thing is, you guys all know it. Yeah, we don't need to tell you.
Yeah, no, this is
we're going
fancy pants. Was he in the movie Colors? No, I don't think Gerardo was in the movie Colors, was he?
No.
What? Hey, he played a getaway driver? I don't know. What? Hold on. Keith said the Ponchos near Alameda is still open. So, Sock, you've never eaten at Ponchos? You never had the pleasure of raising the flag and then lowering your pants for diarrhea, explosive diarrhea for 4 hours? Dude, no. If Taco Bell gives you diarrhea, then Ponchos just, I mean, like, you've got to drink water after a Ponchos. You are going to be dehydrated after eating Ponchos. Now I will tell you, the sopapilla is amazing, but yeah, you can definitely, I think they actually list diarrhea on the menu. It's like an item you can like get. Yeah.
Shelby says if I go, she'll meet. I think it's time for a field trip.
I'll go. I haven't had Ponchos in forever. And by the way, their taquitos, or their not taquitos. What's the ones that you put the cheese on? It's hard. It's like taquito, right? Hold on, let me pull up Ponchos' menu.
While you're doing that, Gerardo was in Predator 2. Right. He was in Colors.
Shut up! He was in Predator 2 and Colors?
Yeah, I'm looking at his IMDb, which is impressive. He played Bird in Colors. He was in Can't Buy Me Love, which sucked. Any 80s, early 90s movie that takes its title from a pop song was horrible.
That was bad. You're right. You're right.
A Million to One. He played Flaco. Please tell me it's about a Latino guy that wins the lottery. Or he's albino. 1,000,000 to 1. He's 1 in a million.
Oh, that's funny.
And most recently, he was in Dead 7 as Lloyd the Postman.
Oh,
which I know many of you have seen.
I'm looking at here we go. Fiesta favorites, burrito El Grande, cheese nachos, pancho taco, chalupa, tamale, flauto, taquitos. Yeah, so it is the taquitos. Yeah, their taquitos are really good. I like their taquitos. You gotta be careful because the plate is hot, and they will tell you that when you go to Ponchos, the plate is hot because they used to serve it. They used to serve it on a metal plate, so you would get this rubber,
like fajitas,
tray, kinda. You would get this rubber tray with a metal plate, and it literally. Now that I'm older, I realize that's probably as close to prison as I'm going to get, but it was literally like getting food in prison. And you just be like, I don't want that. And they'd be like, no, let's go. And then you just fucking take what you get. And you're like, but I don't want flautos. They'd be like, go. And then they would just fucking plop some refried beans down and you just fucking move down the line. It was.
So he was the sopa Nazi.
A little bit. Yeah, that's the sopapilla Nazi. Yeah, a little bit.
Proximo.
Dude,
I kind of get that. Paul Rodriguez, God, Nick, you're like bringing back awful 80s comedians.
Oh, man.
Well done. Paul Rodriguez wasn't that funny either.
No, he wasn't.
Hey, we're not ignoring sports, guys. We're aware there are 2 NFL games going on. There's Washington and Philly. There's Seattle and the Rams. Neither one of these games are horribly interesting. If you need it, 10-10. Oh, the Eagles got the let out, so they got 2 on the board. Seahawks and Rams have a field goal each.
By the way, spoiler alert on the Seahawks and the Rams, Shock.
It's not on television.
Spoiler alert on the Seahawks and the Rams. It's going to air at 9:00 tonight, Houston time. So if you're watching this in H-Town, and you don't want to know the
Or
score.
O-Town.
Or O-Town.
Or O-Town.
Because that's how many wins this franchise has. Meaningful wins. O-Town. Listen. Don't ruin it for the people. You guys will be able to watch the Rams and Seahawks game at 9:00 on Fox once Washington and Philly is over, boring you to death. Let's talk football for a second, Shock. I have a question for you.
Sure, let's talk football.
Let's do it.
Let's talk football.
Find a dumb neighbor and make a bet. Like, I'll bet you that they're tied 3-3 going into the second. No way. You're like,
you can watch it on streameast.com. I'll go ahead and throw it out there. It's one of these Soviet bloc things that I watch free sports on.
Oh. Hugo said I just got in, but that's a pic of Barry, Shock, Westling, and Trey. If this was us, let's see. I feel like actually, this is pretty obvious. The guy on the far right that looks like George Michael from Wham, that's Kyle King. That's 100% Kyle King, right? Just guest appearancing in our trio. I'm definitely the dude standing up in the back. That's definitely me. Now we got to decide which are you or John going to be the black guy, or at least have to wear blackface.
Is that was the hair that I had back in the day until I
grew
out,
like, I know.
Chilling like mullet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shock is the black guy. Well done, total.
Yeah, Shock's got to be the black guy, and then Westling's the gender. Barry is 100% far left. Yeah, totally.
He's the androgynous one. He's Pat.
Is that an 8-ball jacket, by the way? I did have overalls like the guy is wearing, and probably had an 8-ball.
Talk
jacket
to the 8-ball.
Well.
All signs point to yes. Heck yeah.
Westling is the redhead. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, so we've nailed it. Kyle King joins the Sports Riot. He's the kind of the guest. He's really just like what did that guy do? I don't even know their names. Is that Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike? Oh my God. I just made so many black people mad. Did you just say that was New Edition? No, this is Old Edition. This is I should.
All right.
I got time next week. I should do Photoshop and put all of our names. Oh, we have the names?
If you need them. They were formed in guess what city, Barry? So unlikely.
Orlando.
Oh my God. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Oh, that's right. Because we did like through way back Wednesday, and you had to do like names of playoff basketball songs from groups from playoff basketball teams, and Color Me Bad was from OKC. Yeah.
Yep. Lead singer.
They had
Bryan
to import
Adams.
The black guy. There's no black people in Oklahoma City.
No.
They had to bring them in.
Bryan Adams, who was born in the winter of '69. Ooh, yeah. Not the Canadian one. He was the lead singer. Tenor Mark Calderon. I think we know which one is Mark Calderon.
Yes. Definitely the redhead.
Born in '70. Second tenor, Sam Waters. I have no idea who the second tenor would be. And then baritone, Kevin Thornton. They broke up in 1998 before reuniting in 2010. And they have had various lineups since, except no substitutes. If it's not these four,
then it's not Color Me Bad. Could you imagine if you show up to a Color Me Bad concert and one of them's not there, how angry some old fat white girl is? Like, what? Wow, what the originals? Like, I'm sorry.
They were nominated for 2 Grammys. They won 2 Soul Train Awards.
Unbelievable. And Ice Cube mentioned them in a song, Color Me Bad, But You Can't Sex Me Up. That was in the song Horny Little Devil on the Death Certificate album. I shouldn't know all that. Their music was
their music was in New Jack City, Mo Money, No Strings Attached, and Glee. And they made a cameo as themselves in a 1992 episode of Beverly Hills 90210. Oh my God.
90210. Oh my God. 90210. Oh my God. Why am I watching this? Horny Little Devil. Sorry, Death Certificate. Just had to clean that up. I
wonder how many people in the chat knew that they were on 90210, but were afraid to say that they knew.
There was a time, there was a moment in my life There was a moment in my life when I was accused of looking like Brian Austin Green. Yeah, like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Someone said I look like Brian Austin Green. Yeah, I mean I'm pretty handsome.
It was winter. Short days were short.
I wasn't always fat and ugly, Shock. There was like 3 weeks where I was kind of cute. Okay. Joe Bro said, "Color me unsurprised." That's outstanding, Joe Pro. That is outstanding. What's up, Donna?
Oh,
They want Donna.
you got to spell it with 2 D's though. If you don't spell unsurprised,
Clearly unsurprised to do.
What's up, day one?
I wonder if they
Donna?
pronounce that. I wonder if they would be like, "We're color me bad to do." Like, I wonder, like Dick Clark would bring him on American Bandstand because he's so old. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Color Me Bad to Do. What? Color Me Bad to Do? No, you don't do the 2 D's, Dick. Dick?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were on
Everything should have 2 D's.
Bandstand and Soul Train. Solid Gold. If Solid Gold was still around, they were probably dominating that. So, you wanted to ask me a question about football before we turned into Color Me Back.
I was gonna ask you about. Let me get these stupid asses off of our screen here. I have several questions for you. I'd like to get your input on this. I talked about it today on Barry on Deck a few times.
Yes.
If you're gonna sing, at least sing something people want to listen to, like Jodeci. This is for the Jeeps, strictly for the Jeeps. This is for the Jeeps. Okay. I'm curious your thoughts on a couple of things. Matt Nagy, David Culley, there is discussion that those guys could be fired next. One of those guys
traded for each other.
That would be great. One of those guys will be fired next. Who, if you're doing the firings, who deserves to go first? Not who will, who should, who deserves to be let go first.
I'm going to say something.
Oh, that would be good because we have an hour and 20 minutes of a show left. So thanks for saying something.
Here's what I'm thinking. I've got words to put out.
Yeah,
I've got thoughts.
Okay, sorry, I interrupted.
I came away from that game last night being more of a fan of Matt Nagy and rooting for him to succeed. For no good reason. Much the way we root for Dan Campbell. The Bears have no discipline. I would love to know the stat for how many times in the other team's territory, how many times in the red zone without scoring a touchdown. I mean, I'm watching the Eagles tonight in the first quarter and a half, and I was getting serious Chicago Bears vibes. I'm like, how do you get inside the 5 and never get in the end zone numerous times over and over? What's up, Tony the Handsome? How you doing? I think that Matt Nagy will deserve to get fired first because he flubbed the Justin Fields thing so early. And when I saw those guys last night, they reminded me of the Bengals near the tail end of Marvin Lewis's tenure when they had Vontaze Burfict. And it's just like no one was running the show. Nobody was in charge. They had no discipline. It's not like they're completely talentless. They just it just looks like it's free reign and do whatever you do, and they don't listen to him at all.
Yeah.
And we said this Sunday, David Culley is the Dusty Baker of the Texans, meaning he was brought in to babysit until they could figure shit out.
Porter.
They brought Dusty in to babysit till they could get out from under the PR and everything else, and they just so happened to have a team good enough to win divisions and be in the playoffs every year. David Culley's in a completely different situation, and he's not going to get fired because
thank you, Donna.
If he's doing his job, whatever his job is, he's doing it. Matt Nagy, I expected him to be fired after last night.
But how do you go? How do you go for Joe Pro? Thank you for the 303 biddies, my friend. Very much appreciated.
Yeah.
Shot. How do you go from Coach of the Year to being fired? Alan, thank you for the 400 bits. Homie, much appreciated. How do you go from coach of the year to being fired, Chuck?
For refusing to evolve. And I think a lot of people came away with the fact that he may have not been in on drafting Justin Fields. He was adamant that he was not going to play him. When he did play him, it seemed like the game planning didn't have as much heart and preparation. They kind of threw the kid out there, and instead of, with Dalton, they had a coherent thing going on. All of a sudden, Justin Fields goes, okay, well, you're on your own. That's just the way it felt to me. Obviously, that's not what happened. But that's the way it felt to me watching them. And I mean, shit, Mike Schilt just got fired with the Cardinals.
Thank you for getting.
We've had guys get fired. We've had guys get fired 3 days before they won Manager of the Year.
True.
Coach of the Year. I mean,
True.
It's not that outlandish anymore.
Shelby, thank you for the 300. Sorry, Shock. Thank you for the 235 biddies, and then the 400 bits got us into a hype train. Shelby said, let's get these guys in a hype train, and the chat stepped up, and we have just completed level 1 of a hype train. Alan with another 400 bits. We are rocking and rolling into level 2. Man, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. This is awesome. Shelby said, it only seems right
What'd you
the
think?
last one. Shelby! 300 more biddies. You're the best. After watching the game last night, I guess the question really becomes how much can you go from coach of the year to bum of the year and getting fired? How much of that is your problem? If you watched last night, you talked about the ineptness in the red zone, right? One of the things is Fields is running for his life. Andy Dalton wouldn't have fared much better behind that offensive line. David Montgomery's a pretty good running back. They can't do shit because the offensive line is ass. You had a ton of COVID injuries. The secondary stepped up. We were told they weren't playing hard, and now all of a sudden they're playing hard. Total Dallas, thank you for the gifted sub. I just don't think you can go from he probably got too much credit at one point and too much blame in the other. I just think David Culley is lost I don't think he has any clue what he's doing. If I'm letting one of them go first, it's not the guy that just won Coach of the Year a couple years ago. That's just me. We are in the level 3 of the fucking hype train shop.
Yeah, I think Houston knew that, Barry. I mean, that's the thing. Whether you think Bieniemy is a guy or not, whether you think he's a legit candidate, Eric Bieniemy was out there. Other guys with coaching experience were out there, and somehow the Texans found the wide receiver coach of the Baltimore Ravens, who many Ravens fans didn't even know existed. He could have been a computer-generated coach in 2K if you play like 15 years into a career. That's the guy who ends up coaching your team.
They actually had a game called EA Sports. It was called NFL Coach or something like that. You were just a coach. You were just a coach. That's all you did. I don't understand this Total
PC,
Dallas. No, I had it on Xbox. I don't understand. What is this?
League of Pain. You were eliminated.
You raggedy bitch. I played Total Dallas, and he spent his brick points for this. Hey, Total Dallas, how about you go suck it, jerk face? How about you go suck it? By the way, Shock, we're into level 4 of the hype train. Thank you to Shelby for the extra 100 biddies. Thank you to Joe Pro for the 300 biddies. Thank you to Shelby for the 5 gifted subs. Much appreciated, you guys. Seriously, thank you. Look, I'm not even going to wait. I'm just doing this now. Cheers, y'all. Love you so much, Shelbs.
Yeah, Culley is what they wanted, Nick. And, I mean, I don't know if they thought far enough ahead to think that, and he's a minority too, so we can say we hired a minority coach. But Culley is a guy with no stroke whatsoever. Guys know of him, but I don't think anybody ever saw him as a leader. And, yeah, you're right. They got exactly what they wanted and less.
Yeah. Look, Shelby, thank you for the 100 biddies, sweetie. Alan with the 400 biddies. What happened? What happened?
No, just this hype train, man.
I know,
and Shelby
it's amazing.
loves us, which is great.
Riot Squad just showing out. Did I get Joe Pro's 303 biddies, by the way? I don't think I did. Thank you, Joe Pro.
I think you did.
I think what they thought in David Culley was, we got a guy that he's just happy to be here. And I was reading an article, and I talked about it a little bit on Barry on Deck today, but there was a whole thing that came out where David Culley actually has conversations with Nick Caserio, the GM of the Houston Texans, in game. Not like Nick Caserio has a headset on like he's a coach, and they talk about timeouts and timeout management and what play to run next. Like, are we going to go for it? Like, Well, this should not be happening from your GM to your coach. If that's the case, then it's Coach Nick Caserio. So that's pretty awful. And to me, this is part of the problem and the detriment to this team. They're a shit show in every conceivable way. And every time you hear something new like that, it's like, that's about par for the course. Shelby, thank you for the 200 minis.
The thing about David Culley is that it was such a surprise, and I never considered it till this second, but I don't believe he's ever considered being a head coach, let alone interviewed for it. I mean, dude's been around for a while. He can't possibly have been prepared to take this job. I mean, can you imagine if you're the manager of insert MLB team and your GM is calling you in the 5th or 6th inning on the phone in the dugout saying, "Hey, you need to get so and so up."
Yeah, you need to get so and so.
Or you're the Rockets head coach and your GM is texting you on your Apple Watch, "Hey, you need to get so and so in the game. We got to save his fouls for the fourth quarter." I mean, can you imagine?
Walton, how many teams are having that same communication, though? No one really knows. True, no one knows, but no one has been dumb enough to come out and tell us they're doing that either. Now, there was discussion that Nick Caserio used to do that with New England while he was with the Patriots, but it was a one-way communication.
Imagine?
He was not allowed to tell Bill Belichick what to do. He was strictly there to listen, so that when Belichick went to him and said, Here's why I'm telling you we need a new corner or a nickel corner, a slot corner or whatever. And you saw when we were doing this, we were limited by that and this. So it was really for informational purposes so that he could drive home the reason personnel decisions needed to be made. It wasn't like he was telling Belichick, "Hey, you should go for it here." Belichick would have had him shot in game. So I think that there's probably different levels of it, but just to sit there and to be able to, you're managing timeouts with a head coach. Why do you have a head coach then? If Romeo Crennel and Nick Caserio are the ones telling, just put Crennel down on the field, let him be the head coach and get it over with. This is stupid.
It's figurehead.
Joe Bro, thank you for the 303 biddies, buddy.
I mean, and we've said that, Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh are special cats. I mean, they were guys who were they were not even coordinators. They were position coaches. I mean, Harbs was special teams coach in Philly, and we've said the difference is that Tomlin came up in that organization. Harbaugh came from a legacy of coaches and his dad and his brother. I mean, they had stuff on their side that helped them along. David Culley was it's like what's the movie Necessary Roughness, where you look over and they're trying to figure out who to blitz or who to throw to. And the one guy on the other side is like shitting his pants the whole time. And the Texans looked at David Culley. They probably went through every press guide in the NFL, every team's yearbook picture of all their coaches, and he's the one.
You won't give us any guff.
No. And he's going to think it's a joke when we call. That's the thing. I wonder how he was convinced that it was really an NFL team calling to
he's like, come on, man.
Talk to him.
Is Ashton Kutcher here?
Like, hey, David,
I'm being punked. Come on.
Yeah. David, we'd like to meet you and offer you our head coaching position. What?
Man. And he's just so like, what? Really? Golly. What? Come on. Really? This is the craziest. Crazy. Yeah. He did a thing where he's like, well, when you have a decision and we're trying to make a decision, I should read you this quote that I did today. It was the most insane post-game press conference quote ever. But he basically was like, so when we have a decision and then there's that decision, they tell me what decision they think their decision is for the decision. And then I make the decision and then I have to let them know what the decision is so the decision can be made on the decision. What the fuck? I love Bill Belichick. We're on to Seattle. Oh my God, yes. Thank you so much.
Did you see him apologizing to the press corps for the brevity of his post-game press conference yesterday or Sunday? Yeah. He basically saying, it's not you, it's me. This isn't your fault. So many things went wrong. Every single thing was wrong.
He hates losing. And obviously.
You know what? I would rather see that. Mm-hmm. I would rather see that than listen to some numbnut sit there and answer questions we
Yeah.
all know the answers to, just
Yeah.
so Fox Sports and ESPN can play a soundbite.
Golly.
Did we-
Boy, I'm sure glad to be here. That's what David Culley reminds me of, like Goofy from Mickey
Just
Mouse.
gonna circle the wagons and tighten the screws and give it our best next week. And
I mean, dude, it was miserable to listen to Gary Kubiak. That's on me. I got, we got to coach better.
Don't you miss that now?
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Miss that?
It's the same thing with Bill O'Brien. It was the same thing. It was just awful. David, Total Dallas said, Coley, can I coach the Texans on Zoom from Baltimore?
Do you imagine that David Culley knows how to use Zoom?
No.
I'm thinking David Culley is probably like this.
It's like, Coach, all we can see is your
Can you hear
eyebrow. Huh?
Can you hear me?
Is this thing
Can
on?
you hear me? Yeah.
Hey, fellas, I'm just going to fax you my decisions. Is that okay? Can I just fax you plays to call in? It's like, what the? No, Coach, stop. Shelby said, did we get to level 5? We did not, sweetie, but it wasn't for lack of trying on your part, Shelbsters. We love you. Thank you so much. She sent in another 200 biddies afterwards. Much appreciated, Shelby. Your efforts and your encouragement were amazing. So thank you so much for that. We're ending strong. I think that, yeah, I know the Texans are biding their time until they get better, but good Lord, it really,
I don't get it.
it's just crazy.
He has a 32K modem. Apparently, it's better than what I'm using because
your camera's blurry. Here, you know what? I'll just go blurry.
go in here real quick.
Oh, you're getting tight
zoom
on me?
in on the
Zoom
in on these eyes.
That's like super clear. What happens once you back up? Yeah, it gets.
You don't want to know.
What happens when you back that thing up, Shock? Cully's on dial up. All right, boys, I'm going to send out the game plan.
Hold on. I just got the new disc in the mail. Hold on a second.
Man, will you bring me my CompuServe CD? I got to send the playbook over. Holy Jesus.
Hold on. I got to take all the ends off all this paper that I just printed.
It's like, what are you doing? I'm printing the playbook. How loud those fucking dot matrix printers were. Oh,
He named his daughter Dot Matrix, I'm pretty sure. Dorothy Matrix. We call her Dot for short.
We call her Dottie. Oh my God.
And laser printing such a fad. They'll be back.
Right. No one's gonna use cell phones. Shelby said that printer paper was superior. That was like the best part, was tearing off the edges, right? I mean, that was like
satisfying.
It really was. It's like popping bubble wrap. It's I don't know why that's
especially if you could get it all in one piece,
and
you didn't like a little.
Yeah, no little tear. It's like trying to get a paper towel off the roll. If you fucking mess up the corner, you're just like, oh Jesus, I got to get another one. What? It's like going to 2001 on the pump. Do you go to 21? If you go to 2001, I don't give a shit.
I'm pretty adept at. I'm pretty good at getting on the dollar.
Are you? See, if I go over by mistake, I'll dump some on the concrete. I'll put it in the trash can. I don't give a shit. I'll turn the car on, sit there for a minute, put it back. Nope.
Yeah, Joe, you could print out one sheet, go down the hall, and draw a mural. It was like downloading songs on LimeWire. You go to bed with 6 songs in queue, and 8 hours later, you've like got 3 minutes left on the last song.
Dude, Do you know how long it took to get porn? Don't even get
LimeWire
started. Not LimeWire. No, you definitely didn't want to get porn from LimeWire. That was like raw dogging it in Tijuana. No, you didn't. No.
Donkey Show. The Donkey Show.
You definitely weren't raw dogging it on LimeWire. But I remember the BBS, the bulletin board systems, and they would have
BTK. The BTK.
No, it's not the BTK. It was like you had like people. They were called message boards, and people would be like, you'd have like a folder for porn, and then you'd have to like dig like 15 levels down, and they would have a name, and you didn't know what it was. You didn't know what you were downloading. It was just random porn, and you would just start to download it, and it would take hours, and then you'd get it and you'd be like, oh, fuck, I already had this or something. It'd be like a 2-minute clip. You're like, oh shit. So you'd have to waste 2 more days getting another 2-minute clip. Donna,
2 more days.
Thank you for the biddies. Much appreciated.
I will say I remember one time on LimeWire I realized there was a discussion board, and
that's who you want to hang out and talk to.
But it struck me as odd in 1999 or whatever it was that, wow, you can like have a conversation with people in another country. That just struck me as strange in 1999.
This is crazy.
Ooh, like Fred Flintstone. I'm like, what is this? Yeah, exactly. And
hey, when are you gonna upload the? When are you gonna upload the? I don't know what music. Other than, I mean, I guess
anything. You could get anything.
That's true. Other than like, I don't know, European bands. There's not a lot of like, and I don't know why this is, but there's not a lot of music that comes from non-European countries, right? Like you're not getting a lot of Russian acts, like not a lot of Kazakhstani pop music, or you're not getting a lot of music from Kenya.
Unless you're looking for it. But if they do, it's a Kenyan or Nigerian who
maybe
grew
Inya
up in
was
London.
from Kenya and she just dropped a K. I don't know.
She was Irish.
Oh,
but
well, close enough. Same
or
thing.
Talvin Singh from Corner Shop. He was Indian or Pakistani, but he grew up in London. So you're right. It is people from other countries, but they're filtered through
Europe,
the Western world. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Indian rap would be kind of cool. I bet you would be dynamite.
I'm not going to do it either. I was about to just start Indian rapping, and that would have been the most racist thing ever done on this show. And we've done some racist things. Shelby said, LOL, I got grounded for an entire summer because I was 10-year-old dumbass that thought I could use some random old credit card that he didn't use to buy music downloads.
I like that.
Oh my God, Shelby, that's crazy. Walt said Afro Beats is hot right now. What is Afro Beats? What is Afro Beats?
You know what, Walt? I don't know if you guys are Talking Heads fans, but David Byrne started his own label. Peter Gabriel had started his own label years and years ago, like in the mid-90s, where it was nothing but what they called world music, and there was a easy way to encapsulate everyone who wasn't European or American. Everything else is world music.
Oh,
and yeah, I mean, if you looked into it,
you know, there's
cool
Afro trap. There's African trap music.
Why wouldn't there be?
I don't know. I thought the trap was something pretty specific.
If there was Canadian trap, I'd be concerned.
No,
because it'd be really polite.
Are there?
And clean.
Knock on the door at the trap house. Come in.
Little xylophone solo, little triangle.
You show up to a Canadian trap house. They're like, "What's the password?" Please. That's right. Come on in. The password is please at a Canadian trap house. Come on in.
Take my shoes off first.
Buy your crack. Your Canadian crack, which is probably just like sugar cubes. They're just like, oh man, I'm all jacked up on sugar now. Hey man, I'll suck your dick
Pixie
for a
sticks.
pack of equal.
Yeah, I'll give you a good neck massage for a pixie stick.
I'll rub your shoulders for a pack of Splenda. Okay, Afro beats, not to be confused with Afro beat or Afro swing, also known as Afro pop and Afro fusion. Also styled as Afro pop and Afro fusion, is an umbrella term to describe popular music from West Africa and the diaspora.
Diaspora.
That initially developed in Nigeria, Ghana, and in the UK in the 2000s and 2010s. Afrobeat is less of a style per se, and more of a descriptor for the fusion of sounds flowing out of Ghana and Nigeria. So there you go. I didn't know that was.
Could be wrong, and I probably am. I think diaspora has to do with people who have been forced to migrate or move and then become less in touch with their own culture.
The dispersion of the Jewish people beyond Israel.
Well, it's used in the African community now too. It's used more in the U.S. with African American folks.
So, definition of diaspora: the Jews living outside Palestine, or modern Israel. The settling of scattered colonies of Jews outside of ancient Palestine after the Babylonian exile. People settled far from their ancestral homeland. So there you go. That's definition number 2. People settled far from their ancestral homelands. Okay.
Yeah, and just like the word ghetto
Never heard that word
a Jewish term first and got used for other poor places and areas. Yeah.
Just learning and learning. Donna said,
the more you know.
Have witchcraft remedy for a sty. Donna, I can cure a sty for you. This is super easy. Now, I'm going to say this, and you guys are going to mock me.
Teabag.
And that's okay. No, not tea bags.
Teabag.
And he doesn't mean like having somebody put their balls on your eyes. That's
probably how she got it.
Those are called Kansas City Ray-Bans.
Is it polarized?
You don't want to get an Orlando. You don't want to get Orlando sunglasses. That's just. No, Donna. This is what you do. It's real simple. You get a warm wash rag, and you got to make it hot. Make it like super hot, and then what'd you say?
Nothing. I'm good.
Poor Marine with 1,500 minutes. Oh, come on, fam.
Oh, there he goes. Last one of the year.
Yeah, get a little twerk action,
Donna,
man. Appreciate you, poor Marine. Thank you for the 1,500 bits.
That's why I rarely talk, because I say stuff like that and I regret it. So
Shock's over telling Donna to put balls on her eyelids to get rid of styes. Jesus, Shock, I'm trying to be.
I said that's how she got it in the first place. That's why she's mad at me.
I didn't hear that, Shock. Why would you do that?
I don't know. I just said that's why I don't like to talk in public, because I say shit like that.
Wait till Nora's like, I gotta stop and be like, what the fuck?
You know what I heard?
It ain't from me. You didn't get it from me.
You know Barry's balls are clean.
Poor Marine said, or you hung dirty underwear around your neck. I heard that works. If you hang dirty underwear around the neck, it's like, oh, you definitely got ojo. Like you didn't get evil eye. You got dirty eye. It's like hanging a reef on your door, just hanging dirty underwear. Donna, that's not what you do. Do not listen to poor Marine at all. This is how you get rid of a sty. Get a wash rag, soak it in super hot water, and rest it on your eye, and then try to get the lid itself, right? Like put it on the wash rag a little bit, and that should get rid of the sty. Don't listen to these guys and start putting dirty underwear around your neck. Not that I think you would, Donna. You're way more mature than that. Are we doing another shot? Did you not even wait on me? You just did a shot?
Well, you were busy.
Oh my God. I'm actually, it's like when I gave my cure for the hiccups, nobody believed me.
Shelby had chronic eyelid styes as a kid. Not surprised. Had to have surgery for it, but her mama taped a potato to her eye and it helped.
What the fuck? What? A potato? A potato? Wow. No, don't do that.
Here's the question, Shelby, and I'm dead serious about this. Was it, obviously it's washed, but is it, because potatoes have a lot of moisture in them, and I'm wondering if that wouldn't draw out the toxins or whatever gives you a style. Like it got peeled first, right? You just slap one on there. Poor Marine got blocked. Why?
No, he didn't get blocked. Just saying he wants to. A raw ass potato. Yeah, like a
could
raw.
Be the starch. Yeah.
I'm just saying, put a wash rag on there. Start with that. What's up, truck driver Pookie? Walt said, "I'm shocked at shock."
Why?
I'm sure Donna is experienced enough to wear goggles. Whoa, you leave Donna alone too. Listen, I will not have any Donna slander in this chat. I will fight everybody in this goddamn chat if you don't leave Donna alone.
No, but if you wear...
Also, cheers to everybody. What?
Oh, hold on. I'll do another one.
Yeah, come on. It's the last show of the year. What the fuck is that? What is that? Is that the... Oh, okay. With the little makers. I'm still doing firewall like a basic bitch. Here we go. Cheers,
Becky.
Shock.
Let's go, Becky.
Let's go. Ah! Shelby says, Slavic Solutions with Shock and Shelby. Okay, can I tell you the cure for the hiccups? Do you know this cure, Shock, by the way?
Yeah, don't be an 8-year-old, because what adult has hiccups?
Everybody fucking gets hiccups.
I haven't had the hiccups since elementary school.
Goes,
just us
fuck
boys.
y'all. This is why I don't have a man
boys.
in my life.
That's why.
Just waking up with a style like, bitch, did you put your balls on me last night while I was asleep? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Hilarious. Now, here's how you cure the hiccups. Okay. If you get the hiccups as an adult, and Shock, go fuck yourself. Adults get the hiccups all the time. Okay. If you drink too much, if you drink too many sarsaparillas or Zimas, it messes with my esophages. I don't even know if that's a thing.
Esophagus? You have more than one? I mean,
yeah, my esophagize.
Like a koala? You have two of them?
George Pookie said hiccups are just throat queefs. That is hilarious.
I'm going to change Pookie's name.
Somebody changed Pookie's name to Throat Queen.
I'm going to change Pookie's name.
Send your brick points in for changing Pookie's name to fucking Throat Queefs. Oh my God. I want to go to, we should just go to the 3 layout just to do that. Oh my God. That is so funny.
Just to put his avatar in there, whatever it is.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, this is what you do.
God.
So you've got the hiccups, right? I can't get fill a glass with water. And instead of drinking the water this way, you drink from the other side. So you literally go like this, and that you're going to have to turn forward to get the water out. So you don't fill it up all the way. You fill it about halfway. You go to the back side of the glass, lean forward like this. And that's how you drink.
You eat bananas the same way. I've seen you do it.
No, I don't. Just kiss my ass, okay? You kiss my ass. I'm always hand to the banana, never mouth to the banana. I know the rules, but that's how you get rid of hiccups. You drink from the backside of the glass. It works every single time without fail. I promise you. Shelby said that was the most convincing fake hiccup. Pretty good at it. I'm also really good at fake sneezing. I don't want to brag. I'm like super.
I can make myself sneeze on demand though.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But is it a fake sneeze or is it an actual sneeze?
No, it's a real sneeze.
How do you do that?
I once did it 22 times in a row.
Shut up.
What I didn't realize is that
Busted
when you
your
sneeze
ribs?
almost too, you can't talk. I mean, it wears out your vocal cords in your throat. It took an hour before I could get my voice back. Yeah.
Walt said, hold your breath until the hiccups go away. No, that doesn't work, Walt. That doesn't work. People are like, oh, you got to scare somebody. No, that doesn't work either. I'm telling you, glass of water.
He learned that from Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
that was like some Tom and Jerry bullshit. When Jerry Mouse had the hiccups and Tom tried to cure him by scaring him.
What kind of improv
like
shot was that? What are you talking about?
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. So what was I going to say? Oh, so you can fake sneeze, right? Or you can sneeze. You can make yourself
I can really sneeze.
All right, this is going to be kind of disgusting, so I'll try to make this as clean. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it?
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
That's so gross. That's so gross. Is that real? Was that real?
Yeah. That was real.
Oh my God. That's crazy. Because I can just do a fake sneeze. And I can't. What are you like? What the fuck is that?
Yeah. I was, when I learned I could do it when I was a lifeguard. When I was about 17 or 18. I was at an indoor pool on a military base, and they made us sit in the stand, even if no one was swimming. if you were on that hour.
Oh,
I had
really?
nothing better to do. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I can. I don't even know how I learned it, but I realized that I could do it over and over. And in the span of like 40 minutes, I did it 20 or 22 times. And I didn't know because there was no one there to talk to. But when I got down the guard stand and tried to talk to someone, I realized I had no voice.
That's crazy.
So I just kinda shredded
Donna said, "Ooh,
yeah.
Shock just gave me Omicron."
You can also get Omicron from
No, not
teabagging.
balls on your eyes. That's not how. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's true. I read it. I saw that on Fox
That's
News.
not true. Now, Joe Pro said that's an impressive yet completely useless talent. So I knew a chick. My sister had a friend. Her name was unimportant. I want to say Lisa.
Jennifer. Oh,
So Lisa, it was me and my sister and Lisa hanging out one night. Lisa spent the night with my sister. We're all in the living room, whatever. And Lisa goes, "I can make myself fart." And I was like, "No, you can." She's like, "Yeah, I can. Watch." I was like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "I told you." I was like, "That was fake. You just had to fart." She's like, "No, I don't." And farted again. I was like, "Is this bitch really making herself fart?" She's all, and she kept making herself fart. And I was like,
were you down?
"What?" Was
Were
I
you down?
I was impressed. I was like, "Oh my God."
Aroused?
No, I wasn't aroused.
Hey.
I was like, so then I just spent the next 30 minutes trying to make myself fart. Like I was just like I'm trying to suck
Then you
air into
you totally shit yourself.
shit my pants. I'm trying to like suck air in my butt. I'm like, how do you do this? I'm like, no, you can't get it to go that way. Like, dude, it wasn't until I was in my 30s. I swear to you, in my 30s, I'm talking to my sister. I was like, remember that chick you had a friend that could make herself fart? She goes, "What?" I was like, "Remember the Lisa or whatever her name was? She was over at the house one day and she was like, I can make myself fart." She goes, "Oh my God, I remember that. You really thought she was farting?" I was like, "Yeah. I mean, it sounded like it." She was like, "You are so stupid. That was from her vagine." I was like, "Oh my God, that's so gross." What?
That's gross.
She was literally sucking the air in her Virginia to make, oh my God, you're the worst friends ever. I was like, that's fucking disgusting. You need better friends. Also, if she's thought about going on America's Got Talent,
I was going to say, yeah.
that's so disgusting. No, not the real Lisa. I don't remember her
Give
name.
you my golden ticket. Yeah, Titan Hugo. It was
You're
the real
going to
Lisa.
Hollywood.
Absolutely. In fact, I encourage all of you to go to Twitter right now to the
No,
the
do not
real
go-
Lisa and
do
ask
not.
her if it's true.
It's all fun and games. Show Pro said it's all fun and games until the fart goes too far. Yeah, I know.
telling
I
you,
almost
can't
did shit
trust
my
it.
pants trying to make myself fart because I was like so impressed with that. But that's so gross. But that is literally, that's such a true story. That's how dumb I was. I was just like, what? Pretty stupid.
Well,
All right.
if you guys needed, Eagles 17, Washington 10, 4:16 to go in the third. Rams and Seahawks tied at 10, end of the third. So if you've got fantasy teams and you guys are in the Barry on Deck leagues or in our very own League of Pain, these games count towards this week. So you've got about 45 minutes left before you figure out if you moved on. Are you for sure you're done?
Oh
Are you
yeah,
100%
I'm 100% done.
100.
100 HUNNERD. I'm trying to find our bowl challenge thing. Where was our bowl mania?
That's ESPN as well. I was 3-6 going out here burning it all the way. It's not
I can't find
you never
it.
know.
I don't know where
Well,
that
he's looking.
is. I'm on the Eliminator challenge. I don't see the bowl mania challenge.
Joe Pro, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. You never know if there's going to be a tomorrow. I mean, this could be it.
What did
Last
he
time
say?
we're ever on. The whole internet could go down tomorrow, and there's no more Twitch. There's no more shows like this. I mean, might as well just.
He put a burning couch emoji. That's great. He's like Shock out here burning it all the way down.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. And yes, I
do
agree with Shelby. Do not do that to the real. She is a sweetheart and doesn't deserve y'all's stupidity. I can't find the bowl because Donna's right. Apparently, there are a couple of ladies that are winning the bowl expert pepper grinders. There we go.
That does not surprise me at all.
Damn, I'm 4-7 in my bowl picks right now. I got to be honest with you. It was really difficult for me to pick between Middle Tennessee and Toledo and the Who Gives a Fuck Bowl. I was like, I don't know.
Did you go through that whole thing?
I did.
You go through that thing picking what you figured was chalk because so many other people were choosing that? Oh yeah,
how does BYU lose to UAB? Like what?
I think I actually had UAB. Let me see.
Did you really? Good for you.
This is not based on science. I'm 5-6. I'm coming back.
Sports Riot University. Here's your winners. Donna is 8-3. What? Well, that would also explain why she brought it up. Lisa is 7-3. Let's go, Lisa. Donna and Lisa 1-2 in the bowl pick'em. John Westling sitting at third or tied for second at 7-4. Joe Pro is fourth at 6-5, tied with John Raycroft. And Philip Bernard and Richard Vales are all at 6-5. Clarence is 5-6, along with you, Mike Liebeschock. Y'all are 5-6. I'm 4-7. Fidel is 3-7. Total Dallas is 3-8. And Jeff Bell didn't make any picks. He's 0-0. What an idiot!
Well, right now we've got the Frisco Bowl going on, and at the half, San Diego State ranked 24th leads UTSA, and I actually took UTSA in the upset.
I knew it. I'm on a roll now. I have picked the last three. I picked the Raging Cajuns, Tulsa, and Wyoming. Yeah. I think I took San Diego State.
You're starting to get now into the games that are, I won't say they're any more interesting, but at least your team, there are schools that you knew had a football team. Like tomorrow, Armed Forces Bowl, Missouri and Army. Thursday, North Texas and Miami of Ohio. That's where Ben Roethlisberger went to school. Yeah, and then the Gasparilla Bowl on Thursday, UCF and Florida. So Florida, they have a team.
Belk?
What's a Belk? Still don't know. After all these years, Barry.
That's still one of my favorite things ever in radio. You're like the Belk Bowl.
Still don't know.
What's a Belk?
I like a loafer. I like little tassels. Swinging back and forth. Hey, Steve.
What's a Belk? Oh, God.
What's a Belk? They're the goddamn sponsor of the bowl game, and no one knows. What the hell's a Belk?
We're live right now. Huh? Oh, my God.
I don't give a shit.
I don't understand. Virginia Buttonweed said, is Barry wearing his dancing shoes? I'm not sure what that means.
Why is that?
I just have on socks. I just have on my Mike Tyson Punch-Out socks.
I think if Jimmy Kimmel can have a bowl game, I think if they call it the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl, I think Barry Laminack should have a bowl game.
Do you?
The Barry is Funny Bowl? Are you kidding me?
That would be amazing.
The Barry is Funny Bowl. And I don't know who qualifies.
It's got a good ring to it.
You need 6 wins? The Barry is Funny Bowl.
No, you can't have 6 wins. It's the opposite. The Barry is Funny Bowl is for the shittiest teams in the country to have a bowl game. I think they should do that. Seriously. So you take the 2 worst teams in America and you have a bowl game. And the winner is not the worst team in America. The loser is.
The loser is.
Yeah. So why not? Like if you got a team 116 and 117 in the rankings, you put them in the Barry is Funny shit bowl. And I like it. I think it's a brilliant
idea. We're going to get hats made for it. I mean,
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Out here just grinding pepper and getting noses in the bowl game.
Like a mofo. Absolutely.
Yes, I love the idea.
I don't remember who the writer was, but I'm sure this has been suggested before, but he's like, in order to quit all the tanking, that they should reverse the draft order to everyone who doesn't qualify for a playoff. They call it
the Bayou Classic. Oh, whoa! Come on, man!
Who the fuck is that guy?
How
That's what I'm saying.
dare you? The Biff Net Bowl? Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice. That's for the 2 worst teams in Texas. But the 2
Sports
worst teams in the
Riot
country.
Bowl of Champions.
Oh, there you go. The Sports Riot Bowl of Pain. You take
the pain.
The Pain Bowl, sponsored by like a BDSM whip manufacturer. Who makes whips? Let's see. BDSM whip.
Like Whipnet. Whip.
Oh, very nice. Manufacturer. I totally didn't spell manufacturer right. Details Toys makes whips. Single tails, bull whips, snake whips, signal whips. What? Why is there this many bondage whips? I just need some pain. I don't. Oh my gosh. This is entirely too many whips. This is disturbing. There's the she-devil whip.
The Adam and Eve bowl.
Oh, wouldn't that be good? The White Rabbit Bowl. Just name it after a vibrator. And it's not even, but it's the White Rabbit Bowl, but it's just the vibrating football guys. Like the teams don't play. You just
magnetic football.
You just get a representation of them, and whoever wins actually wins the bowl game and gets the money. I like it.
We could do play-by-play the same way that Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart do the Puppy Bowl now on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
We could do it the same way.
Yes.
Field goal for the Eagles are up 20-10 for your betting purposes. That is a white rabbit. You are correct.
Virginia said, "What is a white rabbit?" It is a vibrator. It's the little. It's.
Say one pill makes you smaller.
No, the white rabbit is a. Isn't it called a white rabbit? It's a little vibrator.
One pill makes you small.
Oh, what?
One pill your mother gave you. It don't do nothing at all.
What are you singing? Thank you, VB. Thank you for the 1,000.
White Rabbit. I know Joe Pro knows that song.
Is that Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit?
Called White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. Absolutely.
There's an actual white rabbit, though. Isn't it called the White Rabbit vibrator? Let's see. White Rabbit.
Sure it is.
Is it not White Rabbit? Is it Silver Rabbit?
Or Mouse or something like that?
No, Adam and Eve Rabbit.
Donna says hers was purple.
What?
Hey, chat.
Purple.
What color do you guys use?
Rabbit vibrators. Okay. See? So there was a little rabbit. Oh, man. That looks... Wow. That looks like a can opener.
Imagine the goodie bags that they hand out to the players when they arrive at the stadium.
Here you go. Thanks. Zzz, like you actually bang your bag. It's like, zzz, what the fuck? Oh you pull it out. It's like, is this a pool noodle? A pool noodle? No, that's a donger. What the fuck?
Say a big poon noodle?
Pool noodle. Yeah, I guess it would be a poon noodle.
Big old poon noodle.
The old poon noodle.
big old midfield
who's using
logo.
Their bricks to change Shock's name? Damn it, I'm doing it. I'm changing Shock's name to Poon Noodle right now. I don't give a shit.
Big old 50-yard line logo of a big old two-headed dong. Absolutely. Every yard line's the 69. He's at the 69. He's at the 69.
The 69.
Nice.
He could go off the way. You know, Shock, this is going to go down in the annals of history of the Poon Bowl. Poon Noodle Bowl
of history. I think you pronounced that correctly.
Yeah, I think I screwed it up and said it correctly.
For those of you who are just tuning in, we made the decision. Tonight is our last show of 2021. We just got a lot going on, so it's an AMA tonight, guys. We're talking about anything and everything. We're noting NFL going on, so we can live under the pretense that this is a sports talk show, but
this is 100%.
Total Dallas, they don't sell those at Dollar Tree.
We talk sports. We just talk bowl games. We just talked about the Poon Noodle Bowl. Yeah,
that's 100%.
100%. Yeah,
the AVN Bowl.
Oh, well done. Yeah, I like
Who's
that.
Flipping that coin. Who's the Grand Marshal?
The parade. All the floats are they're doing it. It's like one chick on her knees. You just see the back of her head. The big float guy's like.
we get Al Roker doing the play-by-play on the parade. Could you imagine the floats?
Here comes the Bang Bus float.
It's just one prophylactic after another coming down the streets of Sherman Oaks, California.
Here comes the 69 float. There's just legs in the air. Oh my God.
Every year is the 69th annual. It never changes.
It's the 69th annual Poo Noodle Bowl.
This.
Wait, this is the first year. Shut up. It's the 69th annual, Al. Donna said the Sty Bowl. Nice. Sty Bowl. Like, look, Mom, look at that float. That lady's going to get a sty.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. That is so
They'll
funny.
have kids sitting on their parents' shoulders. Mommy, what? That looks like the thing you have on your nightstand.
Mom, what is goatsy? It would be great if it was just the goatsy bowl.
What's that?
The blue waffle bowl.
The blue waffle bowl.
The Poo Noodle Bowl brought to you by Blue Waffles. Blue waffles. Not just for breakfast. Oh my God.
John Holmes Field at
John Holmes
Oh my
Field.
God.
Yes.
He's about a John Holmes short of the marker.
Oh my God.
Instead of a measurement. It's just
The chains are just a big. It's a big poo noodle. It's just, wow, this is the only bowl in the history of college where the first down marker has balls.
oh, the ratings. Oh, the ratings.
The ratings would be through the roof. Are
you kidding?
me? The football, instead of the white like circles, it would look like titties on each end. It would have nipples. Does that football have hair on it? It looks like a Virginia with two titties on the ends. Oh my God. This is my kind of bowl game. The stadium is
Chad,
shaped. The stadium is
what
shaped
is,
like a
oh
vagina.
my God.
It's just like, oh my God, the trophy's just two titties. It's just, no, the trophy's just a big dong. Like you just, like a big poo noodle. Just, oh my God, that's so funny.
Mike Oxbig and Mike Latour on play-by-play.
Mike Cox.
Mike Oxbig
Yes.
and Mike Latour.
Oh, let's go down live to our sideline reporter, Mike Hunt. Mike, tell us what you know about these two teams.
Well, we know this year, Barry, these guys have been adept at coming from behind. Let's see if they can do it one more time.
Yes! Coming from behind. Take a lap shock. Woo! Come on. Oh, my God. This is the greatest bowl game discussion in the history of sports talk. Ah, Jesus. They are adept at coming from behind. God damn it, Sean.
Brought to you by Ashley Madison.
Oh, my God. That was so good.
We got hair. Very nice.
Oh,
Thanks, Joe, for going for the one that we were all dancing around. But you just went straight for it.
What?
The center has to be bent over. Well, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
No one goes from the shotgun tonight.
All the names are 60. All the numbers are 69. Holding number 69. We also have offsetting penalties. We have pass interference on number 69. Yeah. Those penalties will offset. Oh, dude. All the
Personal
coaches.
foul. Ignoring the balls. Never ignore the balls. That's 15
It's so
yards.
weird. In the Poo Noodle Bowl, no team warmed up. They just got straight to the action. Nobody wanted to warm up at all. Just right to it. Typical dudes. Could you imagine the coach
chalk up there squirting KY all over their hands?
They dump KY. They dump lube on the coach when he wins.
A big old Gatorade bucket full of lube.
Full of KY jelly. He's like, oh, it's flavor.
Who was the dude for the Heat? Who was the third part of their big three who money shot at himself after they won the title? He was shooting champagne all over himself. Chris Bosh.
They're like, Chris, save it for the Bukkake Bowl, bro. Nobody's wanted to do that.
They bury the MVP up to his neck.
The microphones are shaped like a dildo too, like the sideline.
Speedo and Oakley are fighting for that sponsorship. I'm telling you. Oh, body glove.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, Total Dallas like no, who was it? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Somebody goes, oh, Total Dallas. Y'all remember the last Sports Riot Live show of 2021? No? Ever? We're pretty much going to be kicked off of Twitch after this.
No, we're not. Okay. We haven't said anything wrong. What?
Oh, God.
Here's the thing you have to understand, folks. Is when we
Jonathan,
were on,
I miss Johnny. Are you kidding me? He would be the worst one right now, Donna.
But he'd be keeping order.
Oh,
he'd be holding it all together.
He would.
But this was every commercial break of Houston game day in the day, and Barry and I were like, you know what we should do is film the commercial breaks and make something out of it. And
yes.
Oh, touchdown to Reds. Snowy short.
My head hurts.
He's about a Ron Jeremy short there. He's about
an Asian
Ronnie
Steve.
might be on.
He's about an Asian Steve.
every part of analysis. He hit the gap, like Lisa Ann.
He hit the gap hard. I mean, he was like, there's no hesitation. He filled the gap quick too. Did you see how he got the A gap and the B gap?
Why do they keep talking about penetration?
Oh my god, that's so funny. I gotta do this. I'm sweating my ass off.
Oh my goodness.
This is ridiculous talk.
Where'd it go? Johnny's doing Barbary on deck every day till 2022.
Wrestling comes home. Where'd everybody go? Sorry, we ran everybody off with the Poon Noodle Bowl talk. It was.
Hey, we finished it. We finished Twitch.
It was wildly inappropriate. Yeah, we're done. We're waiting on season 2 of Twitch. It's gonna be great. Oh my god. Johnny's drowning in semen right now. What?
Oh, yeah, he is. He's surrounded. He's surrounded.
Total Dallas taking it too far. At least we kept it appropriate. At least we kept it appropriately adult, Total Dallas. You just had to go too far. Well, are you smoking a cigarette? Oh, I thought you were about to smoke a cigarette. I was like, what?
It's a shabby. It's a shabby.
I'm exhausted now, Shock. That wore me out. I got to be honest with you.
Well, drink some Gatorade and get right back to it. That's what it's all about.
Oh my god, the celebration in the locker room. They just bottles of champagne.
It's just Lords of Acid at halftime. It's just the AC/DC. Oh, thank God someone else got that. I just said, I'm like, no one here is gonna know who Lords of Acid.
Oh, come on! I had my new wave phase where I listened to all of that. There was a lot of that. I bet you I
Virginia Bud and Weed. Yeah.
What happened?
Doesn't surprise me. VB knows who Lords of Acid is.
Oh, well, he said acid is underrated. I've never done acid. The Lords of Acid were an underrated group, yes. But I can honestly say I've never done any hard drugs. Weed, and that was it. I never did any craziness. I was always scared. Nancy Reagan really freaked me out. And they watching the videos of the kids jumping out of second-story windows on angel dust always freaked me out. The one thing I don't understand about the Say No to Drugs campaign that we had at our school is they would have a guy that would show up. And this was like it was 6th and 7th grade for sure. But this guy would show up with a briefcase and he would unlock it and open it. And in the briefcase on one side, it was all barbiturates. On one side was the uppers. And on the other side was the downers. And he would be like, now, uppers make you all hyper and, give you a lot of energy. And these are real bad for you. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm always sleepy. Why would What's bad about having a lot of energy? And then they all had the names like, all right, now these are called Sidewinders. These are Bumblebees. These are Fruit Loops. Like they had all these names and you were like, this sounds amazing. Where's the bad part? And he'd be like, now over here, these are downers and these will relax you and make you sleepy. And these are the bulldozers and you're like, bro, all of this
those are the names of the guys you bought them from. Were those the name of the pills or names of the guys you got them from? Yeah.
This all sounds amazing. Why would I hate this? I mean, he literally had these briefcases full of shit. It was wild. I didn't understand that. Did y'all have that? They would show you the drugs. Shock, like my health teacher would be like, "This is cocaine. Don't do that." Right? Yeah, let's go.
Think so. I mean, we didn't have a health class in high school like they do now. That just what I mean. But we had sex ed in 5th grade, and I can remember, you had to get a permission slip and all that. And there were certain kids who didn't go. Their parents were against it, but it wasn't about that. It wasn't about drugs. It was legitimately about, Congress and the ups and downs and pregnancy and VD and shit like that. We didn't talk about drugs till like social issues of the 20th century in high school.
Really?
Like when I was a senior.
Oh, they would literally bust out the suitcase full of drugs so that we would be able to identify what was bad. And all I was doing, I was like grocery shopping. I was making a list. I was like, all right, so Sidewinders pep you up. Bulldozers make you sleepy. I could like stay up all night studying, take a bulldozer the next day. I'm good. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
I'm thinking you guys are mentioning the egg commercial. This is your brain on drugs, or the episode of Saved by the Bell where Spano got all hopped up on whatever it was. She had to cram for finals.
What, Adderall?
She was so excited and she just couldn't hide it, and people were scared about that and shit like that.
I don't remember that.
I remember Eckert's.
I remember Eckert's. Yeah.
Yeah, it was caffeine pills, but they made it seem like something much more sinister. Dare, I mean, we had all that shit. Yeah, Michael Dukakis' wife was a straight alkie. Absolutely.
Oh, really?
He woke up to those eyebrows every morning and be drinking like a fucking fish. Absolutely.
Yeah, but that shit had an impact on me. We watched a movie. I remember we watched a movie where they showed some teenager that was like, "Hey, man, I think I can fly, man." And then they dove out the window and they were like, "This is why you don't do angel dust." I was like, "Oh, my God, that's so awful." They were like, "And it all starts with weed." I was like, "Oh, no." And that's why I smoked Lipton tea leaves as a kid. Yeah.
I remember a dude who smoked a banana peel and got 3rd-degree burns on his hand. Yeah, there's something about smoking banana peels, and you probably heard it from a song or something.
We actually did smoke Lipton tea. My buddy Ross said you could get high by smoking tea leaves. I was like, "Oh, you can?" He was like, "Yeah, totally."
No.
So we went.
Asked me.
I didn't have rolling papers, so I got a page from the Bible. No, I ripped a page. I swear to God, I ripped a page out of the Bible. One of the first ones that's blank. You know what I mean? Like, look, where's your Bible, kids?
Oh, it wasn't scripture, but it was.
No, I wasn't John 3:16. Oh, dude, John 3. I'm smoking the body of Christ. Yeah, look, just flip to the front page. No, just go to the first part of the Bible. There's always a blank page. Always a blank page in the beginning of the Bible. And most books do. Those are super thin, and so we tore that blank page out of the Bible. We went into the pantry and got some of those bags of Lipton tea, cut it open, put it in the fucking paper, rolled it up, and smoked it. And it burned. It hurt. Oh, it was awful. I was like, I don't want to smoke weed if this is what it's like. I feel like I'm going to vomit. It was not good. But I did act like I was high just because I thought I was like, I don't feel nothing. I think I'm supposed to be high. Yeah. Well,
we have 19 minutes left, and seeing as I might have my Bible open, I figured maybe we could share some scripture together.
No. Let's not start that now. Oh God.
In the beginning,
it's too late to save this show.
There was God.
Yeah. And he was a big fan of the Poon Noodle Bowl. My mom worked in the music industry. My parents were weirdly anti-drug, but also very experienced. So would they like talk to you about it? Would they like Shelby, would your parents be like, hey, listen, don't smoke weed. At least don't smoke mine, because mommy pays good for this, so don't do it.
Bullock Archie. There's 2 Egg Bowl games going on, by the way.
Hey,
Rams,
what's up, Bullock Archie?
Welcome back, Arch. And
we're just talking about smoking tea leaves.
And Philly, Washington's going on. Neither game is scintillating. There is the air of Omicron surrounding everything here, but we've had better. Let's talk about
Archie. Let's talk
British.
about Santa Claus. Yeah, let's talk about British Santa Claus.
Yeah,
is British Santa Claus the same as American Santa Claus? Like, do you guys believe that British Santa Claus comes down the chimney on Christmas Eve and leaves presents and eats cookies, or maybe you guys give him chips, which are actually French fries, and you just have a different name for it? And then
I was going to ask him, what are the odds that any one of the Premier League teams would, hazard to be sponsored by a manufacturer of adult toys and novelties?
Oh,
that's what
true.
I was going.
Yes, British Santa. I want to know about. He said, "Merry Christmas, boys. Merry Christmas, buddy." We want to know about British Santa. What
Stephen Fry.
Hey, what is that? VB with the 1,000 minutes. Let's go.
Phil Jupitus is British Santa, right? Right.
What?
Dara O'Brien.
I think
is
I
British
actually
Santa.
felt my cheeks clap on that one. I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
We heard it. We heard it.
Did you hear it?
I was
pretty
impressed.
good. Felt pretty good. Yeah, he said, I think it's pretty similar. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
It's pretty similar.
But
they do theirs the day before, right? And then everyone would gather in Britain. They gather around for the Queen's address after lunch.
That's not true.
And could you imagine, like on Christmas Day, or if everyone gathered around the television to watch an address, the Christmas address from the president?
God, no.
I couldn't
Lord
imagine. I don't
Jesus,
care who
no.
the president, and I wouldn't care what
It'd be
president
Bill
or what
Clinton playing the
administration.
saxophone ahead of time, and I wouldn't give a shit. No.
Bill Clinton would definitely be at the Poo Noodle Bowl. He might be the Grand Marshal of the.
Bill Clinton would throw up to the Poo Noodle Bowl and be like, can I throw out the first pitch? Like, what? It's football, Bill. It's whatever. Let me just do it. All right, let me do it. Total Dallas said British Santa Claus just hangs out at Big Ben like King Kong on the Empire State Building. Just sitting up there. What is this? Zwarda Pete.
Happy Christmas.
Zwarda Pete. What is Zwarda Pete?
I know Pi Natal. He's the one.
Oh my God, that's what you were telling me about. Oh my God, this is awful. This is awful. So this is the Dutch Black Pete. And they dress up the Dutch. No shit. This is how backwards ass these people are. They dress up in blackface. Because Virginia Buntley was telling me about this at the after the streamathon when we were passing out blankets and shit to the homeless, because they said they lived over there for like 3 years, and it's such a terrible tradition, and they won't tell any. They don't talk about it because it's so awful, but they basically just dress up in blackface as Santa Claus, and the reason is because when he comes down the chimney, he gets soot on his face.
Soot.
What? They literally dress up in blackface. This is awful. If you're Dutch, you're a terrible person. I know that was a very blanket statement, but
I'm part Dutch.
Well, you're a terrible person. You're partly terrible. It is awful. Don't Google that, you
That's
guys.
what Donna would tell you.
Yeah, Don't take away from my Christmas parodies.
Parades.
Oh, parades. I was like, what?
It's parades.
Oh my God, I'm just so drunk right now.
Are you?
A little bit. I had a couple beers with Nora before the show, and then been doing the shots. Don't Google it, Virginia Buttonweed. Don't do it. I'm not doing another. Okay. I'll do one more before we go. We've got 14 minutes left. This is the last one, though, Shock. I'm not doing this. Hope Johnny's doing well. Thanks to Kyle King for hosting us. I bet he doesn't do that again.
My God.
What?
Oh, that was a bad one. We're down the wrong pipe.
Thanks for waiting. Cheers, everybody.
While he's shooting that, with a few minutes left, Well, thank all y'all for being with us through these last 7 or 8 months. This has been an interesting year for everybody.
Yes,
Not
yes.
all of it has been bad, though. It's been an interesting 7 or 8 months for us. So thanks for supporting us. Thanks for supporting Food of Ages before this. After later, Barry on deck, Barry on sports, Streamathon, Sports Riot, Live, Love, and Improv. You guys have been with us every step of the way, and even when we feel we've mailed it in, you guys made us feel like we like $1,000,000 night after
Yeah.
night after night. So
We'd do a shitty show
not,
and be like, that was terrible. And
not
you
that
guys
we
would be
mail
like,
it
hey,
in.
great show. We'd be like, that was pretty bad. We tried. Sometimes you just don't have it. That's the crazy thing about this is some days, some nights you're trying to perform and you just don't have it. You can't, folks that do video games, it's easy to just be like, all right, well, I'm just concentrating on the video game. And so they just play the video game and, hey chat, thanks for the sub. Hey so and so, thank you for the bits. And then they just keep playing the video game. They don't really interact. And this is a lot different because you always feel like we talked about this once off air, me, John, and Shock. Actually, John, Shock, and I. And you feel like you always have to be on. You feel like you have to fill every single moment with words or laughs or excitement or energy. There's no downtime and there's no silence. Because for three radio guys, it's super weird whenever there's silence and much less not fun going on or good sports discussion. So yeah, it can be taxing. It can be draining, but man, dude, this is so much fun to do. And I'm so thankful for you and John agreeing to do this show because I wanted to do something else and I wanted to do it with someone else. And I wanted to do a show with you. I wanted to do a show with John. I thought, you know what? Why don't I just do it with both of them and let's see what happens. And this has been absolutely fantastic. So I appreciate you guys buying into this as well as all the Riot Squad.
Well, you know what? When you get the boot for the last time from big radio and you're like, I don't know if I'm ever going to have a chance to do this again. And the last time we did that, I honestly thought I'm never doing this again. I'm walking away, and Twitch wasn't a thing. Vlogging wasn't really a thing. There were blogs, but there weren't really good vlogs. And I mean, I think when, and Barry married you. That's right, Shelby.
Yeah.
Another blessing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you just don't think you're going to have a chance to do this shit like this. And the fact that we can do this on our own terms with very few rules, But 80% of what we do here, we couldn't have done anywhere else. And we don't know where this leads. We don't know if anyone accidentally stumbles upon this or hears about it by word of mouth and says, hey, these guys would be good at the Poo Noodle Bowl. They would be fantastic doing... Yeah. Dude, if Carino and Rich can do it, there's no reason we can't. Or Covino, whatever, COVID, whoever. You know what I'm talking about, guys.
No. Big and Rich hated that group.
Or maybe we just do this. Who knows?
Ain't no reason that says we can't, right?
No, there's not.
Truck driver Pookie said, man, Food of Ages was my shit. Dude, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was.
Yeah.
Till I lost my mind. Yeah, it was.
Well,
it was
don't worry.
good.
I'm there now, buddy. So, Total Dallas SRL on True TV. Your mouth to God's ears. I like it.
Are they fairly uncensored? Like, would tonight's show have been okay on there?
No.
I don't watch a lot of True TV.
This show would have to be on Cinemax. We would definitely have to be on XM satellite. Yeah.
You think?
That's Shelby said, I love y'all, and I'll be riding and dying with y'all through 2094. Holy shit. How long is that? That's another 73 years?
I'd be 123 years old.
God, you're going to be awful at that age. You're going to be so bad.
I feel awful now. So, man, what you got cooked up for Christmas and New Year's? What's going on? Anything special, or are you all just going to huddle at home and try and stay healthy?
So we're going to try to get over to Nora's. So we always have, with my parents being divorced, we have I'm used to split Christmases. I've always done Christmas with my dad, Christmas with my mom. And when I was married to my first wife, her parents were divorced. So we literally around the holidays would have to do at least 4 Christmases, sometimes 8, because every parent had a mom and dad that we would have to go to those grandparents and see all the uncles and cousins and all that shit. So we'd have to do that on my mom's side, do that on my dad's side, do it on her mom's side, do it on her dad's side, and then spend Christmas with the mom and the dad on each side. So it was literally like 8 Christmases in 2 weeks. It was awful and hated it. Luckily, Nora's parents aren't divorced. And it's one big happy family. So we already did Christmas with my dad. We did that last weekend. Whenever it was. We did it a week or 2 ago. I don't remember which. We'll do Christmas with her parents on Christmas Eve. And then we will do Christmas with my mom. She's going to come over for brunch the Sunday after Christmas. And then Nora and I will spend the day together on Christmas. And it's a lot, though. It's a whole lot. And I can't imagine doing it like people with kids that come from divorced families. Then you got to fucking haul kids all over God's green earth. No thanks.
When we first were married, I want to say
Virginia Budwig. I wish my wife's parents were divorced.
I can't remember if it was the first. It couldn't have been Thanksgiving. It was the first Christmas we had. We had to make the rounds that day, and we went to my folks' house, her mom's house, her dad's house, because her folks are separated. And I remember us getting home that day thinking we did not enjoy this at all because and we made that decision. In fact, we called people that night, before we went to bed. Hey, Merry Christmas, blah, blah, blah. By the way, we're not leaving the house. If you guys want to see us, come by the apartment.
Yeah.
Next year, we're not leaving the
Super
house,
smart. Super smart.
Archie, John is doing a comedy tour. He and Barry are both stand-up comics, by the way. And in a prior life before COVID, John worked primarily as a stand-up comic on a cruise line. And so we are without him for a month. He'll be back around the 19th of January. I don't know how soon we get him back here after that. He would probably tell you as soon as he gets off the boat, he'd be ready to go. I would think he would say that. Yeah, that's how he is. So, and that's part of what the new year is holding. We don't know what this will look like because John's bookings pick up. I imagine Barry's are going to pick up too. So we'll do our best to glue and paste something together, for you guys. We don't want to let this go and mail it in, but the truth is,
no, I can imagine though, after football, we go back to our original schedule, which was Tuesdays and Thursday nights. We added Sundays for football to do a lead up. But yeah, I for sure think we go back to Tuesdays and Thursdays, and there might be some weeks where Johnny and I are both out of town and there might not be a Thursday show or something
maybe
like that.
Maybe a third hour.
Yeah.
Maybe a third hour. Kick that around.
Could be.
Virginia Budwig said, boss.
Virginia Budwig said, I wish my wife's parents were divorced. And then he said, sorry, autocorrect, I meant dead. And he said, just joked. I'm just joking. That was pretty funny, though, actually.
I think there's a touch of reality in there, Virginia. And
listen, but don't hold it against your wife, right? It's not. It has nothing to do with your wife.
What is this? Certain things against her,
Happy birthday, Papa Martian. I think that's Shelby's dad.
Oh, is he the one y'all made the shirt for?
Can y'all wish Mr. Timothy Martian an early happy birthday since his birthday is Christmas Day? Oh, dude, let's go.
Absolutely. Happy birthday.
Yes, then. Happy birthday, Mr. Timothy Martian.
Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man.
Yes. And
if that's your real name.
If that is your real name, Timothy. No, we hope you have a great day. Hey, listen, I know it sucks, but think about it. You have something in common with Jesus. Not a lot of people can say that. Actually, I don't think technically that's his birthday, if we're being honest. I really don't think Jesus was born December 25th.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. I was probably like some obscure, it's like September the 7th. It was just like some weird, no one would give a shit day.
21st night of September. Badia.
What? Body, what? I'm going to
Earth,
Google.
Wind, and Fire.
What is Jesus's not middle name? Does Jesus have a middle name?
Frank.
It's not
No,
Frank.
it was H. It was like Harold.
Jesus H.
Hence Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody literally asked on Quora. You know those you always see those random questions on the internet from Quora. What does the H stand for in Jesus H. Christ? Like what? Okay, no, Jesus didn't have a middle name.
Hercules. Hercules.
No. Let's see. What is Jesus's real birthday? I know this is, no, it's not the 25th. Joshua. Date of birth. So Wikipedia says.
.com.
Look at you. Most biblical scholars assume a year of birth between 6 and 4 BC. Wait a minute.
Interesting.
I thought BC stood for before Christ.
It does.
So how could he be born 6 to 4 years before he was born?
Well, they're saying he probably was born 4 to 6 years before the date that we believe. So technically, then he was born again.
Whatever date that is would be the date. That would be anything before that would be BC. BC is before he was born.
Yeah. But
so
they're saying 4 to 6 years before. They're saying we got the year wrong. I don't know how we'd know that. I don't think there's a carbon test that can make a 4 to 6 year difference that you could figure that out. You know,
this says the date of birth of Jesus is not stated in the Gospels or in any historical reference, but most biblical scholars assume a year of birth between 6 and 4 BC.
Sure.
No, that's not. That flies in the face of what you're saying. That's not possible. Why am I the only one using logic on this show right now? But they say historical evidence is too incomplete to allow a definitive dating. Yeah. Damn it. I need a date. I want like a real date.
You can't take the Bible as gospel, Barry.
Chuck Pookie said BC stands for bitter chicken. No.
Bitter chicken.
Can I tell you, I have an addiction going, by the way. I'm super addicted to Popeye's chicken.
I could go for that right now.
Oh my God. Popeye's
There's
chicken
2 blocks from my house. I could walk there.
It's so
3
good.
blocks. I could walk there.
It's so good. Walt said he wasn't Christ until he was reincarnated, huh?
Well, no, Christ means the anointed one. So he was anointed at the river when John the Baptist met him. I think that was the anointing right there.
I got to be honest with you. I don't.
Unless you're talking about an actual anointing with oil, which had been before the crucifixion.
I don't.
I know.
I've never read the Bible. I read like the first one day I stayed home from school. I pretended like I was sick and I was like, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to read the Bible. And I got about 4 pages in. I was like,
doesn't start very excitingly. Yeah.
This is awful. And I was like, I'm out. I skipped to the end and I was like, ooh. What's the last sentence in the Bible, Shock? You're a religious man.
Amen. Amen. I'm dead serious.
No, before that. That's the last word of the Bible. What's the last sentence in the Bible? Okay, I'm getting my Bible.
I'll read it to you.
I have a Bible too, Shock.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Yeah, believe it or
guys
not,
could be
I
here.
have one too, ass face.
Revelations chapter 23.
Mine has a map.
21.
Does your Bible have a map? Mine has a map.
Actually, we'll do they all have maps, Barry.
Oh, they do? I didn't know that. I thought I had like some
chapter
sort of...
22, verse 20. He that giveth testimony of these things saith, surely I come quickly. Amen. Come, Lord Jesus. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all. Amen.
Wait, what is this? Oh, this is like this is some sort of weird...
It is a map of the summit. Yeah.
It's not a map of the summit. It's the inner workings of the pipes in the summit. Oh, this is all like Revelations. Oh, these are concordance? I don't know what that means.
You have a Catholic Bible?
I don't know.
Was Nora raised Catholic?
Yes, Nora's. That's
like a Gideon. Did you steal that from a hotel?
This is the King James version, giant print.
Yeah, I bet.
Personal
You can't
size, words of Christ in red.
Thanks for
The
staying at La
last-
Quinta. Is that stamped on the inside?
By the way, you know what La Quinta
Breakfast
stands
open
for?
from 6
Next
to
to
10?
Denny's. Huh? Come on. I don't know who did that joke, but I heard that joke. That was one of my favorite jokes as a
You
kid.
just did.
I would
You
tell
just
that
did.
joke to everybody. This is the
Joe,
last.
bro, it's the map from the Goonies in your Bible. I agree. Yeah,
That's
the
outstanding.
Gideons.
Okay, this is the last thing in my Bible, Shock. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all. Amen. I think that's a good way to end the show. That's the last phrase in our. That's it. That's the.
That's a good way to go out. It's been that kind of show.
Yes,
It's only fitting that we tie it up biblically.
what a weird,
guys.
fun, and exciting show. Virginia Button Lee, thank you for the 100 bits. Even though you fucked it up, we still appreciate and love you. Uh-oh.
Thank you to all of you.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know. Did you
Got
just end the stream?
No, I didn't. Hey, we're going to find somebody to raid.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go one last raid for 2021.
Yes. Find somebody to raid. Take us home.
Who do you like?
Is Kyle or Toothpete on? Let's see. Kyle or Toothpete? Heartthrob! Thank you for the 50 biddies, buddy.
Kyle did us a solid hanging out.
Yeah, I'm seeing if he's on. He's not on right now.
Toothpete then.
There's not. Well, neither of them are on. Let's see. Putting you over, Clutch, Topic Guru, Minus Band, Heel Josh, Primrose, Roshocker. Oh, I love. Oh no. There's some speeds in benchmark. We gotta raid them boys.
Oh yeah. I just followed them today.
Yeah, let's raid speeds and benchmark. They're doing their thing over there.
First of all, I love that you have reincorporated Nick Lowry into this formation. He is down there in the bottom left.
Yeah.
Looking great. So, before we go off and raid, guys, thanks for a wonderful 2021. We wish all the best to you and yours through the remainder of this holiday season, and we hope that in the coming year, nothing but good stuff. Nothing but the greatest stuff for each and one of you, and we look forward to seeing you after some much needed rest. Early 2022. We'll give you a date and time in your wise wherefore later. For John Wessling, for Nick Lowry, for Barry Laminack, Mike Leveshock, this has been Sports Riot Live on Twitch. Happy Christmas, Merry New Year. We'll see you soon.
All right, stick around and raid them boys. Stick around. Come on, let's get up to 15. We're at 12. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, 15. Come on, 15. That's 11. We went backwards. I want 15 to raid Speeds. Come on, 3 more of you. Commit to the raid. Commit to the raid, people. There's 25 of us. All right, maybe not. We love you guys. See you next year. Bye-bye.
Gone. Nice.